So you finally got a deal under contract and you think you're going to make your first $15,000, and then you realize one huge mistake. You don't know how to find a buyer to actually buy the deal that you just got under contract. And all these coaches, all these programs love to talk about acquisitions. They love to talk about sales, including myself. But no one's teaching you the most basic ways to sell your deal, or what we call disposition. And for the few people that actually do teach dispo, all they're teaching you how to do is pull lists from $99 softwares, or to use Investor Lift, which by the way is a great product, but it is an extremely expensive product and then they force you to JV with them. So today I'm going to teach you guys something pretty cool where I'm going to walk you through, if you were a brand new investor, you have zero buyers in your local market, on how to find high quality buyers without spending a single dollar on expensive softwares or spending mindless hours on Zillow cold calling people trying to see if they're a good fit for your deal. So let's just jump into it. So very simple. We are on Google here, and you can do this with any market that you have, right? So let's imagine my old market in Louisville, Kentucky. We just type in Louisville, Kentucky, sell my home fast. Basically, this is exactly what a distressed homeowner would put down on Google, right? If they wanted to sell their home, how can I find those cash buyers that are ranking on Google? All right, once you hit enter and you search, you'll see sponsor results here. So what does that mean? These companies that are on this sponsor results list are paying Google a ton of money as a digital bandit sign. So this is what we call PPC advertisement, or pay per clicks. I usually don't focus on these guys and girls because 9 out of 10 times these are probably nationwide buyers who have a ton of money and they want to market. I'm looking for people specifically that are local investors in my market, because those people are more likely to be able to buy my deal, right? So Open Door, if you guys don't know, these guys are a huge property buying company. They're nationwide, but they do deals with wholesalers. They'll buy deals from you at a super low price. If you get it at a super cheap price and you can't move it, Open Door will buy your deal for you. But let's go to a local one, right? So vincebuys.com. I personally know this company as a local investor in Kentucky. You can tell by the golden second bridge here. But they literally have a phone number right here for you. Like, you can hit this button, you can call them, and then you'll be talking to one of their lead managers, right? So you'll say, hey, saw your website on Google. I'm just wondering if you guys are just wholesaling or if you guys buy yourself. And all the bigger companies, I promise you, are definitely flipping as well. So these people are looking for deals as well. So what you can say is, hey, I'm not a distressed homeowner, but I'm actually a wholesaler, and I have a deal in Louisville, Kentucky that you may want to buy. And if you don't want to buy it, would love to JV with you and see if you know a buyer that would sell it, right? And you would do this to every local home buyer and you would get on their list, right? So basically, you want to get access to these people that are actually buying these properties, and you slowly go down the list and you collect actual legitimate buyers without paying a single dime. Let's go down to the next one. This is another company. Same thing, right? Their phone numbers right here, their emails right here. They are literally advertising to distressed homeowners. They are literally telling you that they're fix and flippers, wholesalers, home buyers, whatever the case may be. Use their marketing dollars to help you find the profit, okay? People are paying money to advertise themselves. You're just going to use the free resource to be able to connect. This is way better than you creeping around all these local real estate meetups that take hours and hours of time. Now, do I suggest that you go network? Absolutely. But when you guys are looking for home buyers, right, actual fix and flippers, you'll notice that you'll talk to 100 local investors and only like one or two are actually buying every single month. These guys who are running ads, optimizing their SEO, these guys are way more serious than the local investor that you meet at your local RIA. I promise you that. So I'm going to go back to Google because I want to show you another way that we can find buyers. So I'm going to type in Louisville, Kentucky, hard money lenders. Okay. If you guys don't know what hard money lenders are, these guys are people who loan money to people like me, who use their money to buy distressed properties, and then they lend us the money to renovate. So how we make our money is obviously the property is worth more. We'll sell the house for a profit and then pay them back. They make a living off us. So what is the first thing that comes to my mind when I think about a hard money lender? That they know hundreds of other people like me who are always looking for their money to buy their next flip. So in my mind, what I did for my very first deal is that I actually talked to my hard money lender that loaned me money on my first deal. So, and they're actually on this list right here. So if you scroll down, same thing as before, skip the sponsored. Kentucky Private Lending was the first hard money lender to loan on my first deal. So they helped me buy my first fix and flip. And then they ended up helping me sell my first wholesale deal because they have a list of over 200 investors. Honestly, it was a full circle moment having the guys that helped me buy my first fix and flip and then ended up helping me find my first buyer for like a $7,000 sign fee was just absolutely amazing, right? So these guys want to help you guys out because here's the number one thing. Everybody wants to talk to them for their money. But what better hard money lender that just comes with not just the money, but also with the deal opportunity. So, and another thing too, is that if you give these hard money lenders a deal, right? So obviously after years of building a relationship with these guys, they'll look at my deal and tell me, yep, this deal is lendable or this deal isn't. And if the hard money lender is telling you that your deal is good enough for them to lend money on, that means that there's going to be tons of buyers that are willing to buy that deal because it's already vetted by the lender. So it's a 2-for-1 special there for you. They underwrite it, they help you sell it, you make money, and then they get the loan, which makes them even more money, right? So another way, let's talk about title companies, right? Title companies in Louisville, Kentucky. And I think you're starting to get the drift here, right? These are companies and organizations that deal with real estate investors on a daily basis, right? So I used to close in Louisville, Kentucky. When I used to do a lot of deals there, I used to close at the same title company every single time. So these people knew me, the attorneys knew me, everybody knows that I'm investing, and then obviously title companies have their favorites, right? So they know who's doing deals. So if you're a brand new wholesaler, if you're brand new, schedule a meeting, an in-person meeting to your local title company if you're doing it local, or schedule a virtual meet and greet with a title company that's investor friendly. And you want to tell them that you're a brand new investor, you're trying to get your feet wet, you're trying to build connections, and I promise you, people love that. Okay, they love people that are go-getters. And also, the first time that I went to the title company to meet the attorney in charge, Harry Borders and Borders and Borders, that he gave me his purchase agreements, he gave me his lease option agreements, he gave me all these documents that would cost me thousands of dollars absolutely for free because he wanted me to be successful. Because think about it this way. If I become an investor that does 2 deals, 3 deals, 5 deals a month, and I go to their title company, they're making like $500 to $1,000 per file off me just because they gave me the love and attention that I needed as a brand new investor. And the best thing yet is if they know that you're credible, right? They don't want to promote wholesalers or investors that are sketchy or don't do ethical things. But after they get to know you and you're doing tons of deals, they're going to want to promote your deal. So if you're like, hey guys, like, do you have any buyers in your network that's looking for a home in this zip code? And 9 out of 10 times, they probably do, right? If it's a good deal, they can help you move the deal as well by connecting you to a buyer. And then guess what? Those 2 buyers, or myself and that buyer, is going to ultimately close at that title company, right? So real estate truly is a people's business, and this is how you do it. So with the businesses here, you'll see all these different title companies, and all you have to do is make sure that you connect with them and ask them if they work with investors. Some title companies don't, which is absolutely okay. There's dozens of them that exist in your city. But if they don't deal with investors, you can just move on. There's tons of other title companies that actually do business with investors. So this is also a free way to do it. So those are just 3 different ways that you can obviously find buyers, doing it yourself, doing it for free without spending hours and hours and hours networking with random investors. You have people that are promoting their business that deal with real estate investors on a day-to-day basis. And if you haven't caught one thing, the most important thing is that real estate is a people's business, right? To find the best buyers, it's all about building a connection. It's not about saying that you have 2,000 buyers on your list, because I promise you only like 2 or 3 people are actually buying on that list. So it actually makes me laugh whenever I see Facebook posts that says, I have 2,000 buyers in this city. And it's like, you definitely just pulled a list from like PropStream and you haven't talked to any single one, right? So at the end of the day, You only need like 3 to 5 true VIP buyers. Those are the people that I call VIP because I know those folks are going to actually buy or are seriously looking at deals. And those are the people that are actually going to buy most of your stuff. So stop worrying about building a huge buyers list. You just need to have a few real ones that are actually buying deals every single month. And I promise you, those guys are going to make you way more money in the long run. Now, if you guys got deals under contract and you're getting ready to sell the deal, you got to make sure that you have a very professional disposition package. This is the package that you put all the information of the deal inside so you can send it to an investor to make it super clean, super simple for us to read and tell you yes or no if the deal is good or not. No investor that's experienced wants to go back and forth with you over email or text, asking you a ton of questions. You want to make sure you answer everything simply for us, everything that we imagine that we would want to know about that property. Now, if you guys don't have something like that, we actually created a free resource for you inside the school community that we have. You go to New Breed Investors, the link is down below. You're going to click join here, and then you're going to get taken into the community. Once you're in the community, you're going to click on the classroom tab up here. You'll see wholesale introduction, and then you'll see the how to sell your deals and get paid. If you just scroll down a little bit, we have a free dispo package example. This is a fully breakdown list of what information you need to include in your dispo deals so you can make it super easy for us to look at and then be like, all right, this is a good deal. And then last but not least, we have an organized buyers list. Some of you guys are still using spreadsheet, which is fine. This is a Excel document that has everything organized for you on how to keep track of who your actual VIP buyers are, the people that actually will get you paid. If you found this valuable, do me a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for all the free value that we put on this YouTube channel.